Hello everybody, my name is Azif Azuddin and you're watching Youth TV. Now before we begin, let's take a look at what Youth TV is all about. Youth TV is a highly interactive youth channel where we'll be looking into the minds of the youth, hearing their opinions and voices, and through this, also where you, the brands, are able to read between the lines of what's really going on in their minds. We'll also be going to the grounds and understanding that the youth, through this, develop new marketing techniques that will help you adapt in this ever-changing world. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take it to the streets.
Oh, my dream. Okay, probably because I started this charity organization. It's called the Tribal Community.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna make it big, make it stable, I guess.
Tribal community?
Yeah, the Tribal Community. I'll keep on doing charity. I'll keep on doing videos.
Oh,
videos. I do videos like, for example, I did this video. It's called What Is Beautiful to sell beauty is not only skin deep.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna do more videos like that, and I'm pursuing law. Pursuing law.
Law.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really learned a lot is music, and of course I enjoy composing music. So in my future career, I would really like to be a music composer.
Hopefully doing good. I wouldn't want to, I don't want to live when I'm 22. I don't want to live my life and see other people living my life. Maybe other people get to be lawyers and I'm just stuck there. I don't want to be stuck. That's all. I want to do something.
So you want to do something you want to
give back. I want to make a change. I want to live my life.
It gives me a purpose, music. It's like, life has no background music, but when you do music, it feels like your emotions are all poured out. You can express it through music. Yeah.
In your opinion?
To be able to earn a living so that their parents don't need to support them, and I believe some of them have goals, targets.
What kind of goals and targets you think, like what?
I'll give an example then. When they are working, let's say they're in the working field now, they're given a project or a task and they know it's quite impossible to achieve it, but after working on it, putting all their efforts inside, their hard work, and then it actually pays off, that is that fulfillment they feel.
I think the aspiration of an average Malaysian is just to get a better job in order to have a family. Then through this big ass scope, I probably see like you want to have a job that actually satisfy you in your needs or your motivations, in your needs of your, in the sense of your, like maybe you want something that can help make you look good. Like for example, if you can be a doctor or engineer, you have a credibility there that in itself makes you feel like, wow, I'm a proud standing member of society and I actually kind of contributed back to my society. Or I also feel that the average Malaysian will probably think that when I have a good paying job, I can afford a car, I can afford a house, and therefore I can easily help to, I can bring up a family with these resources and then have a better life.
So, but is that the only thing? A better life, a better life is what all young Malaysians are looking for?
Yeah, I think in short it's basically a better life, a better way of living, you're more upscale, you get to drive a bigger car perhaps, or that's why I think then maybe you can shop more.
I mean, I think what's important is solidarity. This the feeling or just the knowledge that there is someone like you who thinks like you, who is frustrated over the same things like you, and I think that's very empowering. So you're not alone in this, and there's so many other people who feel the same way and want to do something, and I think that's great. That's what good for starters.
Alright, that was pretty much a lot of interesting insights we have from the streets. So we're back here at the studio with our footages, and we have Benjamin Teo from YouFocus Asia, a youth specialist, to help us look at these footages. Now, today's episode was about telling brands. It's no longer about the bigger picture. It's no longer about marketing schemes or huge flashy advertisements, but more towards listening to what the youth want. listening to the aspirations and their dreams. Right, so Benjamin, what could you take away from all this footage?
Okay, the first thing I'd like to say is that, especially from the first girl we've seen, was that she wanted to do something. You know, she wanted to make a change. That, you know, that was, she made it very evident. You know, and I believe that youth today, they want to make a change. They want to make a difference in the lives of in the lives of others. You know, because I believe that technology has a big part to play in this. It's because with the access to information at any given time, youth are seeing the sort of like the bad habits of humanity, you know, or the circumstance of what is happening around the earth, you know, and they're compelled, you know, to want to do something. You know, they want to make a change. They want to bring this this sort of like this rut to a halt. You know, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and I believe that is why majority of youth are like that. They want to make a difference. They want to make a change. Hmm?
Okay. Right. So we have to understand that youths. You see, because if you look at the second guy, he talked about how music, right? He loves expressing himself through music, and we can see that evident in how Apple builds their brands to allow youths to allow the market to actually personalize their music to express themselves. What do you have to say?
Yeah. I mean, there was some sources that said recently there was a study that showed that youths are very connected towards music nowadays. You know, and I believe that if brands are able to tap into that, you know, to be able to tap into their ambition, you know, or sort of like, well, it's not just about music, you know. I believe that, like you can see from the second youth, he's talking about his ambition, you know, his aspiration, or he wants to be a musician. I believe that if brands are able to tap into, like for example, like him, and be able to sort of like help further his ambition, you know, his aspirations, you know, that would be a great thing for the youth and for the brands, because like I said, for the first girl, if brands are able to help this girl make a change that she so desires, she's having a I think she started a society, isn't it, or an organization?
Tribal clan.
Yes, a tribal clan, and with that, if the brands are able to help her fulfill her change, her aspiration to want to make a difference in the world, you know, and I believe that she will want to be affiliated with the brand, you know, and same with the second youth, help his ambition, that they will be able to be affiliated to the brand, you know, instead of the brand trying to shut itself out there, you know.
Interesting, because when we talk about affiliation and everything, I recall that the third girl in the video, right? The third person talked in the video. The girl, she mentioned about fulfilling goals. She mentioned about reaching it, you know, independently and knowing that the satisfaction she can get from achieving these goals.
Yeah. Youth nowadays also, like I said, you know, apart from having ambitions and changing the world, you know, making a difference, they want to have a sense of fulfillment. When they set the goals and target, and if they're able to achieve it, you know, they say, wow, I've done it. You know, they have that sense of fulfillment. You know, and I believe that brands can help youth towards that fulfillment, the fulfillment stage.
Right, which falls nicely to the next person. I remember that guy. He has really good insights. He mentioned about how, you know, the main thing youths want is to have the secure life, you know, to be a standing member of society, to be able to have a better upscale in life.
Yeah. The last youth gave really good insights in saying that that majority. I also believe, you know, especially, you know, I'm also a youth myself. You know, we want to be able to have a secure future. We want to be able to be someone, to be, like I said, a standing member of society. We want to be somebody. You know, we just want to be just somebody who just roams around and just does things aimlessly. We want to be able to have something. We want to be able to have that certain standard, to be somewhere up there. And I believe that is not just, you know, I believe that's not only just youth as well. It's like in general, everybody wants to be somebody, to be somebody significant. And I believe that brands are able to help youth especially to achieve the sort of significance like among their friends and peers. You know, I believe that will do them a whole world of good, because the whole point of this is that brands want to slash their marketing budget. They want to slash all their marketing costs, and they want to they want to slash their marketing costs, their marketing budget, not to spend so much money on trying to shout out what they want. If brands are able to listen, you know, especially to all the youth that we've seen today, if they're able to listen, I believe that the youth will not feel forced or to succumb to pressure to want to be part of that brand. They will willingly move towards that brand, and that will be work so well for the brands. And instead of, like, you know, every time trying to come up with a huge idea of what needs to be done, you know, to attract youth. Instead, if you help the youth, achieve their dreams, their goals, their ambition, aspiration for a secure future, you know, this youth will just go to your brands, willingly, you know. And I believe that is what every brand should be able to adopt.
You talk about affiliation a lot, you know, in your analysis. Why is that so important to brands and youths?
I think youth wants to be, youth want to have that sense of being somebody, you know. They want to belong into a certain group, you know. And you know, if brands are able to help youth make that sense of fulfillment, you know, the sense of affiliation, or make the sense of belonging, you know, towards, you know, their friends or their family, you know, I believe that will make the huge difference towards the new marketing strategy, which is called earned media, where brands don't have to shout about what they have, but letting the youth, you know, feel the sense that they are part of somebody with the help of your brand, of that brand, particular brand, and then everybody will be around that particular youth. And I believe that is the new way of going in terms of youth marketing strategies.
So today's discussion concludes the fact, you know, that now here we're telling brands that it's no longer about the bigger picture. It's no longer about the flashy advertisements. It's no longer about marketing schemes, but more about listening to what the youth wants, listening to their aspirations and dreams, and finally knowing how to be part of it. That's exactly what we're going to discuss in the next episode, on how to be part of the conversation. How do you become part of the conversation? Well, that's our next episode. Benjamin, thanks for being here. This is Azif and you're watching Youth TV.